Well, here we are, the airport. Are you excited to finally head on to South Korea with me? I'm excited. Can't wait to see the sights, meet a lot of cool people, eat a lot of good food, practice the language. It's about to be amazing, and I can't wait to share with you. Now, according to my watch here, it's almost time for our flight, so we better get a move on. This way. You know, it's been a while since I've been to South Korea, actually. Over a decade, can you believe that? Yeah, a long, long while. And I gotta say, it's been a long time coming, you know? I lived there for 3 years, fun fact, in Seoul. But, well, things move on, right? And I haven't been there for a very long time. But now, this is it. Our chance to finally, for me, revisit, for you, maybe visit. I don't know what the case is for you. But it's about to be epic. Okay? I can't wait. You do know where we're going, right? Because I'm following you. Okay, yeah. Okay. I've only been to this airport once or twice, so I don't really know my way around, but I trust that you do, so. You know, I actually have family over in South Korea. Again, I haven't seen them in over a decade, so it's gonna be crazy. The differences that they will see in me and I will see in them. It's gonna be astounding, but exciting. I cannot express just how excited I am to finally brave this adventure once more and make it to the next step. Are you sure this is the right way? You're not? Okay, follow my lead. I think you're lost, okay? We're gonna go this way. So, anyway. I found it pretty nice that I finally have this opportunity. You know, I've been so busy with my life. Did we just... Anyway, I've always just been so busy with my life, getting a degree, working a job. I know, dude. I had to go through the whole job application. Ooh, but I've been grinding, you know, and I've been doing my best to be, well, an adult. But that doesn't mean that there isn't time for rest and relaxation. And, of course, connecting with family again. So, I'm very excited to do both. And I'm really glad that you're here with me. I can't tell you how much I've been wanting to share this amazing experience of going to South Korea with someone, you know? So, you and me, we're gonna have a great time. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, here we go. We're in bag security. See? I know my way around, and you don't. So, you are no longer on navigation duty. Do you like going on airplanes a lot? Yes, no, maybe so. I love airplanes, and I love the airport too. Every single time I've had a significant event in my life, it's always been marked with an airport. You see, not to get too TMI, here, let me put my luggage on this scanner thing here. Not to get too TMI, but I actually, because my father was in military, I'm constantly moving around, you know, and I have to take my clothes off for this thing to work. Really? Okay. Don't look, will you? But yeah, I've just always been wanting to come back, and I've seen a lot of really cool places, you know? I've been to a lot of the different states. I've been to a couple other countries. I swear I've been in Europe somewhere for a little bit. I've been in, I visited the Philippines once. That was just a little visit, but it was really cool. I've been to the West Coast and East Coast of the U.S., but nothing really compared to South Korea. We done here? Okay, put my clothes back on. Man, ancient technology. Why do I have to take my clothes off to get my... Okay. Alright. At least I didn't have to get my rectum scanned, right? I hate to get a hand on my butt. Let's see. And there's my suitcase. There we go. Alright, we're good to go. Let's see, where are we going? What do you mean you think I'd like something on my butt? You're tripping, dog. You play too much. Alright, the subway's over this way. But out of all the places I've been to, I mean, the Philippines was nice. I will give them that. But something about South Korea, not just because of the culture, but again because I have literally an ethnic background in that place. I just find it so, I don't know, compelling to go there. And, well, I hope that the sights that I see and the people I get to see, my family, will also enjoy your company as well. I'm sure they will. After all, we're going to be staying with them for a little over a month, so they better. Do you think you backed enough for the trip? Yeah. And do you think you have enough space in your briefcase for all the extra stuff you're going to get? Because I know you're going to be bringing a lot of stuff. Yeah? Okay, good. Yeah. I only use like 25% of my bag for my clothes. It's just like 3 sets of clothes that I use all the time. The whole rest of it is for cool collectible shit that I'm going to get. All cool fancy schmancy shit. I'm going to bring back like Korean snacks back to the States to share with my friends. It's going to be awesome. Ooh. Our train's arriving. Ooh, how exciting. Here it is. How about you? Where have you visited that you like to go to, or liked going to? You don't say. Wow, really? Wow. Yeah, I've never been there before, but it sounds like fun. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool, man. You know, I actually wanted to visit Germany. I still do, actually. Going to Germany would be a lifelong dream of mine come true. I've always wanted to visit the old castles there. I've seen photos of them and they look really awesome. And I took, 2-3 years of German back in high school. It'd be nice to brush off the old lingo, right? Guten Tag, meinen Freund? The accusative or what? I don't remember, dude. That was so many years ago. Oh, I think this is our terminal. Ooh, yes. It's good too, because we are just barely making it on time to our flight. Alright, here, let's skedaddle, okay? I guess we're going this way. Do you still have your ticket? Do you know which gate number we were at? Yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, because I don't remember at all. Man. I hope I look fresh enough for all the people in Korea. I know they have a lot of different stylistic choices and stuff, but hopefully... I definitely look too American, don't I? Like, old 60s American. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Let's see. You said we're in gate... Okay, gotcha. That's gonna be this way. You know, I will say, as much as going around and visiting places constantly was nice, since, again, father was in the military and I was going around every 3 years. As much as that was fun, it could also be kind of a curse, because there's something that you kind of miss out on when you do that. You miss out on being able to, well, really connect with people. And I remember when I tried going into public school, I felt so disconnected because for most of my childhood I was homeschooled, actually. And I didn't really establish any connections and friendships at all. And so I feel like that kind of stunted my own social growth, you know? So now, because of that, when I tried making friends in middle school, high school, college, it was really hard because both my social skills were stumped and I didn't have any childhood memories with anybody. Everyone was complete blank slate when they already had their multiple... Oh, we warped again. Everyone has their own multiple friend groups. It's kind of difficult, honestly, and it's a struggle I kind of still deal with to today, but you know what? As they say, fuck it, we ball. Now, this is it. If you can see, Gate 31, just like the ticket says, right? And what do you know, we're just on time. Alright, let's hurry on to the plane, okay? Well, we just made it in the nick of time. Thank goodness. Now, let's get our nice seats and relax a little bit, huh? Let's see. Here we are. Do you want to take a seat first? I'll slide in, scooch right next to you. You can take the seat with the window. Come on. Here, let me take off my hat too, since I'm not gonna need that. Boom. Pink. My little crown thingy. Yeah. Can't wait to see all the cool sights there. We're going to be going to some of the temples. Of course, they have the King's Temple and the Queen's Temple. They have Korean names. I forgot right now, but they are a thing. Namsan Tower, of course, we're going to go there. Gangnam Street, we're going to go check that place out. What else? We're going to be visiting my parents. We're going to be visiting Seoul, of course. And just, I want to see everything, you know? And, well, I can't wait to experience everything with you. I think that's going to be really epic. Because I feel like, well, so often people are so busy in their lives, right? Like I was saying earlier, people are so caught up in meeting the demands of society that so often it's hard to really spend a good chunk of time, quality time, for yourself. It really sucks. It really sucks, but we were able to make it work. And that's magical. So, this is something that I'm going to be savoring for a very long time, and I'm going to be enjoying every second of it with you. Not to sound too corny or anything, but yeah. Would you care for a cup of tea? Here, let me pour you one. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, what I'm gonna do after the trip? Well, thinking a little ahead today, aren't we? Here, this is your tea. Enjoy. Well, to be honest, I actually do have some plans after the trip. Once I return, in about a month, I plan on, well, enjoying the unemployed life for a little bit, but obviously getting into trying to get another job, because I just, quit mine. That's how this whole trip is possible for me. But also, the main thing really is getting into a master's program. I really, really want to get into one. I have a very specific career track that I want to follow. So, my next step is getting a master's, and fortunately, I have my letters of recommendation that I need for it, my intro, or what is it, application essays, my about me stuff, you know? So, I'm very excited. I will be having to work part-time, though, and probably Starbucks or some goofy part-time gig, whatever, but it is what it is. In September, I'm going to a really cool concert as well. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Lost Lands, but I am going there with a good friend of mine. So, that's gonna be cool too. You haven't heard? Well, very cool EDM, super mega concert extraordinaire. Bunch of cool names in the biz are gonna be there, and I'm gonna be there jamming with my homie, and we're gonna ball for 3 days straight. Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. So, can't wait. How about you? You got anything coming up after this Korea trip? Oh, you don't say. That sounds pretty fun. You know, I feel like, well, I feel like that's like a really interesting next step for you, you know? Like going into an art major. I mean, I feel like right now the current state of employment for that's a little skosh. What are you planning to get into as like a career? Yeah, you're gonna do furry porn art commissions. Well, you know what? If it pays the bills, it pays the bills, right? So you go right on and get that art degree. You go make that furry commission stuff, and you make that dough. Yeah. I kind of want to, do something a little more helpful for people and get into psychology study at a university, working in a lab and stuff. But to each their own. So you enjoy that. I really hope you do. What kind of psych study? Well, in truth, in all honesty, I actually want to become, I want to get a PhD in psychology, and I want my thesis to be about virtual reality in psychology. I think that there's a lot of interesting breakthrough research talking about a lot of the positives there are. The positives of virtual reality with mental health. There are a lot of studies already talking about using it for certain therapies and as well as helping fostering like social connection and even treating like PTSD or different anxieties, helping patients with certain treatments that they're going through, which, I mean, it all makes sense and they all have the data for it, but I also feel like there needs to be more research talking about negatives too, or, well, not negatives, but like limitations or maybe suggestions to make the technology better, to improve it, make it a little healthier, make it a little, I don't know, better in some way. That's what I want to get into. And ways that we can really incorporate virtual reality to help with problems like social anxiety or depression or, again, PTSD or a whole slew of things. I feel like it has the potential to help with these things, but it needs to be employed correctly and carefully. Because if misused, well, if you've ever played the game VRChat, you know what the bad side of VR looks like then. So, anyway, that's what I want to get into. And I'm very interested to see where that takes me and where virtual reality is going to go in the future as well. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Hopefully it works out for me. Hopefully things work out for you too. But tomorrow's problems for tomorrow me. Today, right now, for the next month, we are going to be enjoying everything that South Korea has to offer. That is pretty cash money, if you ask me. Now, I need to get some shut-eye. I'm tired, and this is an 11-hour-long flight, so might as well sleep through it all, right? Get my seat to recline here if I can figure it out. I'll see you when I wake up, okay? And then we can say 안녕하세요 to Korea, okay? And 안녕히 계세요 to United States, because we're the ones leaving, so I think it's, maybe I've got it mixed up, I don't remember. Okay? 잘 지냈어요? Oh god, any Koreans watching this are gonna... I'm sorry.